guys like,
Gen Z.
Gen Z no one.
What do I give that makes you think I'm a timeout?
Like I used to think all the time, all my free time in school.
Hey, this is the Kenyan Live Podcast. Hey, welcome back to the Kenyan Live Podcast. We're back in studio. My name is Justin Moretti, and I'm here in the studio. I was about to say studio. Nanikama, English has left the chat.
English, Kikuyu, Kiswahili, gosh, tutakusaidiaje?
Anyways, let me tell you. Let me do a redo.
Okay.
Welcome back to the studio. My name is Justin Moretti. I'm here in studio with Wanjiku Getao herself. Today I've mentioned her name because nataka tukimbie kitu. Niko na haraka.
Kona haraka na ndio umefanya to restart. Umesema first of all, umesema welcome back to the studio. Tuko wapi? Hapa ni wapi?
It's the podcast. Ama sinilisema nikianza.
Anyway. Wanjiku Getao, like he said, we wanna furahi sana appearing here on your screen. Can't wait to discuss see what Justin wants us to discuss today.
I have something to discuss today. And it's all about the comment section. And before we get started, I just want to let you know to subscribe, comment on our post on IG, TikTok, as well as YouTube itself.
Yes, please.
And soon and very soon we're getting into Reels. Not Reels, Shorts. Into our YouTube Shorts.
Yes, Kwanzaa, you'll be finding the Reels and the content that we have out on YouTube will be on Reels Shorts as well.
All right, let's get it. So now, today, I just want you to think about the one time you had something good going on and then you posted it and then randomly someone decided to hate.
Okay.
So my question of the day is, are Kenyans just generally rude to people?
You know that before it became X, there was a hashtag for us, Kenyans on Twitter.
Yeah.
And we had nationwide battles with South Africa.
Yes.
Nigeria.
Yes.
You see, we have a reputation.
So are we the problem?
So... Staki kubuliwa in the comment section.
I think we are. Let me tell you. I think we are the problem.
Right.
Because we're ready to fight all the single time. And this needs to be an episode.
Yeah.
Because in this country, physically, people are always one decision away.
From
fighting or throwing hands.
That's very valid.
Kwanza wakikunywa kakitu kidogo hivi. Inaanza kusikia tu manze, my hands need to kanda, your face looks fighty, you know. And I need to chuck off my sunglasses.
Ndio sikwe rude. We discussed this before, Moretti.
Exactly, because you can't be wearing them inside the studio when I'm talking to you, you know. I have to make sure we are at the same level. And if you're watching,
me too. You're also talking to me.
Sasa to disrupt and we were talking about something together.
You're talking to me. Okay,
Anyways, so to square a road.
Okay.
Because I was reading a piece. There's a lady who sent it to me over Twitter. And it was so interesting because she was just highlighting on how we've become such keyboard warriors. Where we are constantly... what is it called? Insulting people, saying really crazy things, even going to the extent of saying, posting things that you never even think.
What do you mean by that?
Someone says like something crazy, like, yeah, for something that would happen. Let's say, for example, it's a case. I'm really trying to censor the story because the story was about a young man who did something without consent. And then someone said, huyu anafaa afanyiwe hivyo.
Wow.
Now imagine posting that. And I think the internet took away something that's very important, which is the ability to slap someone when they say something dumb.
You know,
the eyes your mother would look at you with, akiwa na wageni. Umemwambia, see, I said this.
See. Man, that was like an illegal word at home.
Exactly. See, but I watched it.
See? See the slap coming your way. How about that?
Na sasa hawezi kuslap juu kuna wageni. So anakuwekea kichapo kando.
Unajua, there's something coming, something hot burning your way in a few hours.
Exactly. So now I think when the internet came in, na watu waliacha kuchapwa na mama yao, mi kwanza nilihorwo. Yeah, I was beaten.
Really? Wow, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It is well. It is well with your soul. Now you're grown.
Nearly learned.
Yes.
So exactly. So the internet took that away, which meant people now are saying really unhinged things. So I'm just trying to figure out, are we really rude in general? Ama ni kitu imekuja over time?
Frankly, I think I think there's a predisposition that we have. We are more inclined to likely being rude, just even with our conversations and the way our culture is in Kenya. Well, different cultures have different things. I've just used the way I would talk to Justin. Anyway, they have different ways of understanding each other's premises. However, there's a certain way our shared culture allows for us to be more informal / rude with each other. It is more acceptable. If you're having fights with your siblings, I mean, if you see those TikToks about fights with siblings, but you can't argue those are siblings. But anyway, if you're having fights with your siblings, you won't be respectful to each other. Mtarushiana towards here and there. And I feel like that kind of talk like that contributes to how collectively we are perceived in terms of our rudeness or our politeness. As in, hatuko polite, tuko down. However, I will say it is also acquired. Why? Because, like you said,
Mesema ni kama avocado, it's an acquired taste.
Apana, avocado is a loved taste.
Apana. Let me tell you, if you eat avocado, usiwahi niambia kitu mimi.
Nimeshinda nimekuongelesha hapa for how many episodes nani? And then you're also my friend.
But it's because also you eat other good things. Avocado is not good.
You know what? I will just let you. I'll just let you do your thing. But yeah, we acquire it more and more with. I'm so sorry. Justin was doing something funny off camera, and I threatened him with turning it to him.
No, let me tell you something about Nicole Wanjiko Getao. She wields the power to switch cameras, which then she always threatens me with it.
Yes.
And I feel like this is a lot of victim blaming. But let's go. Continue.
Anyway, Mureti, acquired. Now, I say that because with the way social media is and how you don't have to have your username, that's your username. I remember when TikTok first came out, we were so user 00172398468529 has followed you, Ama has commented on your post.
So it's like those Reddit accounts.
Yes, exactly. It's
and
like
if you don't know
banner.
what Reddit is, find out. It has really good think pieces, by the way, depending on your algorithm.
And your interests too.
And user interface and experience. Nilisoma jana.
Good job. So, right. So, acquired. Mureti, now you need to let me finish my sentence.
I'm quiet.
Thank you.
Acquired.
Because on social media, with the anonymity that certain platforms give you, especially in the beginning, you don't really need to know who someone is for them to say that thought that they've been thinking, but they know if they say it in real life with people around them, they'll face real life consequences. Right now, mtu anaweza sema tu venye anataka, and you don't need to know who I am. In fact, you won't even find me even if you know who I am. And I think that's why we end up being very unhinged or a bit aggressive when it comes to the things that we connect with or connect on social media. What do you think?
Okay, let me tell you what I think about that. Because you said something about the anonymity.
Yep.
You know, a long time ago, I couldn't say anonymity.
What could you say, Mure?
I used to say amomimity, But anyways, moving on from that. This is the thing.
You're right.
The reason why I brought up this topic is because I saw a guy on Twitter that found someone. This account decided to insult this guy. Let's say, for example, you've been called a dog or a cow. Obviously not in this language.
Or a chicken.
Dog or cow. Dog or cow. So at the end of the day, this guy said, don't worry, keep insulting me, I'll deal with you. Then kumbe this guy knows people that know people. Sent this guy's location, name of the mother, name of the father, how old is this person. Alitetemeka. Akamwambia pole boss. Honestly, I'm sorry.
When you do jokes. When you do jokes.
And that's the thing. It even happens a lot on when you post something. You've posted something nice. Maybe your mother, mtu anasema guy, kwa nini mama yako anakaa hivyo?
Yeah, na come strict. Heck yeah. Yeah, hadi mtoto wake ni strict.
Nasi mama yangu.
I know.
And you see now the question was like before social media, or before we came to start using social media as we do, because social media initially was a place where it's like a gallery online. You showcase to your friends the initial logic of Facebook.
Yeah, MySpace.
Yes. You follow the people that you love. You stay connected. You post your kids. You post your family.
Yeah.
You post what you're currently doing. It was very simple.
Yeah.
Now, other things came along.
Right.
Which meant that people now had connections or even like an inlet into your family matters.
That's true. Because now not only do I know how your kids look like, I know what your husband looks like, I know what your mom looks like, I know what your dad looks like, I know what they don't like. I know you have a pet dog called Layla. I know everything about you.
And then mtu sasa unaenda unapost anakuambia, but see, I saw you with this person. Nadi na ukai smart ati next time usivai hiyo nguo.
Like,
which doesn't make sense. And then now we have the extreme cases where something crazy happens. Someone posts, yes, that is good.
What do you mean?
Like what I told you earlier. I don't like repeating those things.
I didn't know that's the context, right?
The consent thing.
Yeah.
You know? Then something crazy happens, cancel culture comes along.
Yeah.
Then now you're cancelled. Umefutwa kazi.
Where? You know, I think also I thought you were still going to speak. I think also with, I don't know whether that example that you gave, did that happen in Kenya?
Yes.
The Twitter one?
Yeah.
Very good. I like it.
Alifanywa. Alichunwa.
Yes. Utafa ku understand that there's consequences to your actions. I see a lot of that happening in like America and stuff like that. For instance, there was a story where this guy who's like a streamer. A streamer is like someone who does things by live streaming. So this guy is now like playing games, and he live streams him playing games. Now, this guy ended up, the streamer is black. This guy who's commenting and calling him all kinds of racial slurs is a white man. So this guy was like, okay, like lay it off on me, bro. Like Mr. Kimambo Mob, just be chill. The guy continued. Was like, really? Bet. He like made a video on YouTube, like having this guy apparently the racist guy was working in the Navy. Akapeana jina yake, forwarded these comments to his senior, and of course gave the information, his loved ones, his wife and parents. Like, it was like, I know all this about you. Are you really sure you want to continue? Either way, even if he didn't want to continue, he wanted, it was already given to his supervisor. So now he ended up being let go from his position. And I find that now, you see that saying, usiyefunzwa na mamae, utafunzwa na ulimwengu.
Asiyefunzwa
well, Mure.
Okay. Yes, I do know the saying. Asiyefunzwa na mamae, ufunzwa na ulimwengu.
Yes, thank you for that correction anyway. But my point is, if you're not taught at home, the world will teach you what good manners looks like. The world will teach you what it means to not be mean, what it means to not be a bad person. And they don't really care for you like your parents or your guardians would. So it shows you, but I'm not trying to justify. Now, on the other hand, people being like mean or not being able to be regulated on social media, because that's also really important. Like, you can't just go online and now think that when you're nikiboko ya kila mtu. You know what I mean?
I get you. I totally get you. But you see, the thing is, now I'll have to ask this. Do you think cancel culture is a good thing?
Me, I think I'll give you my thoughts on cancel culture. I don't think people who made mistakes like when they were young, like 15 years ago, unless like should still be held to that same standard. Why? Because people change. If I'm learning things, if I'm growing, because I love listening to new information and adjusting my mindset accordingly. If I didn't know something like 5 minutes ago, then you come and then you tell me, and then I adjust accordingly. I don't think if I did something that was not good back then, it should be held to such a standard where you're punishing me for it right now. And that's usually very like touchy, because sometimes people do really, really sick things online, and then you have to then like wezitetea mtu amefanya kitu mbaya like hivyo, because now even with what I'm saying, there's a threshold for it. You can't come and say all bad things or do all bad things like the scenario you're talking about. And then, do you understand?
But there's no threshold in Kenya. You know, one of the things when I was doing research for this conversation was you realize even from our leaders, we have people who generally just speak like that. There's a president we had, an amazing president. His name was the late President Mwai Kibaki, right?
Yeah.
He would call us mafia kuku. And that's the reality.
Yeah.
But he used to work.
Yes, he did.
You see, the thing is, and he wasn't calling you.
Yeah.
So there is that aspect. But then there's the other aspect of even a whole politician can troll you on your account saying this manner of things.
And, and that's like the really like irresponsible bit, because with great power comes great responsibility.
Exactly.
Of course, you could argue the same point for Kibaki, the late, but frankly, he wasn't just going and having fun and trying to insult you as an individual.
Yeah, he wasn't trolling people. He was just saying that Tabia is the MAFI of the QQ.
Come on now.
Yeah.
But then now, if you want to come onto my page and call me all sorts of things that I cannot say on the internet, I mean, we're going to have a problem. Like, mbonu nitukane?
Joe, why are you calling me a dog? Yeah, de gui. Really?
And also, sorry, I know I've cut you short, but is that also like befitting for a person of such a caliber? Like, you're a whole leader out there. I'm trusting you with my money and my taxes to do things. Mbona nakuirritate haraka hivyo? Why do I have that much power over you, bro?
Mbona una fall for my trap like that?
Mbona, what are you doing?
Exactly. So now the other thing is, we will always be a nation that replicates what our leaders look like.
Okay.
And we've talked about this before, obviously.
Right.
But the reality is, ukikuja mtu aseme, you see a whole politician, or let me give you an example of the story. There was I don't know. Do I remember the name? It's a tea. It was back in those sides of where they plant tea rather. Sides za Ketepa huko nini, so Kericho rather, nimeweka Ketepa, nimeweka shai.
Very important.
Niju studio kuna baridi. I'm just thinking of a hot tea, but it's okay.
Yeah, right.
So now for that, this guy was a CEO.
Yeah.
Actually, was a recruiter. Was the one who's in charge of.
Yes, I know this story.
That's why there's even a meme of this guy, Bana. This guy is saying, if you want the job, all you need to do is just
X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And X, Y, and Z is not just letters.
Yeah.
And the people picking the T are not just men, they are women.
Ati just reduce your clothes. Ziko mingi kwa mwili.
Na kuna kajoto huku.
Na nasikia, si joto ni baridi. Nasikia baridi, nataka ukitoa hizo tutasikia joto pamoja,
Disgusting.
Exactly. The other day was on Twitter that he's part of a political party.
Really?
Not even jailed.
You know what?
So
You are behind
nini?
the tent. I want to know everything about that and you my tent.
Utafanywa nini?
True.
You're calling others dogs. Where are you going to be taken? Nowhere.
Yeah.
So even cancel culture, it's not as strong as it is in the States. In the States, that CEO and that HR walikumbatiana kidogo kwa concert.
Lakini, it would tell me, did they keep their jobs? I think the CEO still kept his job.
Where's Kiza?
Si ndio nasema.
So they didn't. They both resigned.
And that's my point, Mure. They both resigned. They didn't. They weren't like declared redundant or something.
Yes, but that is because of cancel culture. But in Kenya, do you think someone would resign? Atapewa the political seat?
No, ina depend. Kama ni kampuni, I feel like aneza tolewa ni your job because of HR. Yeah. But if it's leadership and like governance and government, tricky. Hiyo tu ni another scandal,
But I think this topic we've just touched on the surface level. Because what I'm thinking is it might even be more of how we are raised.
Right.
Unajua kuna watu tusiwa kwa nyumba na mzazi.
That's true. And that's so sad.
Hii mbwa itokangi kutoka anywhere.
Ama like nikiona TikTok, like there was a time kulikuwa na trend ya kuanika wazazi wenyu. Okay, sorry guys. Your parents, like for the bad like things they're doing, which, but you're finding parents cussing at their kids. It's just like, why would you do that? Like, do you know things that are just so weird in your mind? Why would you cuss?
I know.
And use bad words, bad language. Let me call it like that.
I know. And it's just like the episode we did on children.
Yeah.
Children are not protected. You should check it out. We'll put it out. Link hapo kwa
somewhere here.
Chanifanya kama Kenya iko. Hapa juu. Hapa.
Right.
Yeah, so please, I think for me, I thrive in spaces where I'm not insulting people because I don't need to insult you.
Yeah.
If I don't agree with you,
exactly.
And there's certain things we can't agree on.
Yeah.
Especially when we're talking about consensual stuff, and then you're saying that we should argue about that. The stance is one.
Kuna ukweli tu moja.
Ukweli ni moja. Ukweli si 50,000. But anyways, you let us know what you think. We'd like to find out. Do you really think we are just generally rude? And should we bring back cancel culture? Because mimi wacha nikuambie, those two things, yes, and cancel culture does not work in Kenya.
You know what? I agree. Cancel culture won't work in Kenya. Yes, we are rude. Yes, we need to do better. We need better impulse control. Say every person ulana kukasirisha, lazima you give them your time, ama your energy. And just like you said, there's one truth. I won't stand around arguing with you kama ukweli ni moja unless this is something fundamental, like worth arguing over. But otherwise, imagine, do your thing. Do your thing. And I hope your thing will be to comment, like, share, subscribe on our channel, and share and follow us on our Instagram, TikTok, and join our channel. Yeah.
Those are the fundamental.
These are your things.
These are the things. Yeah.
These are my things.
Yes. This is our channel. This is our fundamental. And we would love for you to keep staying in touch with us. Even kama unatusikiza, jua tunafurahia ukitusikiza na ukituona. I've sounded like a radio Jumbo presenter bana. Susan. Anyways, take care of yourself. Be good. Be safe. Bye-bye.
See ya.